Yeah, Steve deer. Ooh. Steve deer, 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 Steve deer. Spend 10 racks on a new deer. My dear love do my D. Ooh, I do or do, I forgot his name. I don't buy deer no wedding ring. Rather go and buy another deer. Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer. Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer. Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer. Spend 10 racks on a new deer. My dear love do my D.
Don't be a witch.
I do a deer, I forgot his name. I don't buy deer no wedding ring.
Those eyes, bro!
Steve deer, Steve deer. My deer lost more than your rent. Ew. Yo deer still live in a tent. Yeah. Still slinging dope off my deer. Yeah. Me and my dad do deer. Ew. None of this stuff be new to me. Do my deer, it's in season. Brought some new redums, cost hella G's. Screw your government, screw your laws. Deer, your breath smells like the gunpowder. I'd rather do a deer from the Amazon. They kicked me out of the country off a deer. Now Low Steer riding a private deer. Everybody screaming, screw those deer. Slow Steve, still sell those deer. 100 on my wrist, slap it on deer. Kill little deer, eat his meat the next day. Steve deer, 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 Steve deer. Spend 10 racks on a new deer. My dear love do my D. Ooh, I do a deer, I forgot his breed. I don't buy a deer no wedding ring. Rather go and buy another deer. Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer. Steve deer, 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 Steve deer. Spend 10 racks on a new deer. My dear love do my D. Ew, I do a deer, I forgot his breed. I don't buy a deer no wedding ring. Rather go and buy another deer. Steve deer, Steve deer, Steve deer. Hello Jack. Yeah. Hello Jack. Ooh, you're welcome, Steve deer. I know you loved it. You're welcome.